Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be working with poinsettia. And I wanted to give you guys a few tips on poinsettia care. So my wife just came home with this beautiful big plant, and I wanted to open it up with you, inspect it and make sure it's all good, and then give you a few care tips on this guy. So I'm just gonna find the slit and see if we can undo this guy. It is definitely a big one. So, whoo, look at that. Beautiful. Really, really nice and big. Might have to actually move you back a little bit so you can truly see how big this guy is. Look at the size of this plant. Wow. So now it is a month until Christmas, and we want to keep this guy looking good until Christmas time. So I wanted to give you guys a few tips on how we care for poinsettias and keep them looking lovely until Christmas, and hopefully after Christmas as well. Move you back in a little bit. Lovely plant, look at that. Let's get a top view of that. There we go. So one of the first things we have to do is worry about light for this guy. Poinsettias come from Central America. They are actually a tropical plant despite being used heavily for Christmas in North America. So being it's a tropical plant, it's going to like lots of light. And if you're far north like us in Canada, you're going to want it in the brightest window you can possibly find. If you're somewhere a little further south and you're lucky enough to still have sun, say somewhere in California, you're probably going to want to have it in an east window, something for morning light, and then give it a break for some afternoon sunshine and just let it get dappled light in the afternoon. As for watering, you can overwater these guys pretty easily. So I am just rooting around down here because we opened this guy together, so I don't even know what it is. And I'm just filling in. They're usually cuttings that are planted in a peat moss or a pro-mix grow sort of media, and they're usually nice and light and fluffy. We want to rewater that when the media is getting dry. So we can see from my fingers here, it's still quite wet. No need for rewatering just yet. But we never want it to get completely bone dry, but we do want to let it dry out just a little bit. Yeah, let's bring you back up to the top view again, because the top view is better than the bottom view. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. So the third thing we want to worry about is temperature for these guys. Basically, household conditions are good. That remember, they are a tropical plant, so we want it to be 65 Fahrenheit, probably 75 Fahrenheit is pretty good for that. Or if you're working in Celsius, just a little under 20 to just a little over 20 degrees is perfect for these guys. We don't want them too hot, and we certainly don't want them too cold. If they are too cold, they are going to start to drop some of their leaves and some of their flowers. The flowers are actually in here, but they're going to start to drop some of their bracts before Christmas time, which is what we don't want. If they get too little light, they're going to drop these beautiful bracts and leaves before Christmas time as well. And if they get too much water, they're going to drop these. So if they do start dropping these before Christmas time, you know one of the three main conditions is off. So yeah, there we go. That's some poinsettia care tips for you. We covered light, we covered watering, and we covered temperature. So I hope you liked this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye guys.